सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Chapter 5, verse number 10. ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा। Lord Krishna, dealing with the spiritual progress of a grihastha. How a householder can progress spiritually in spite of innumerous responsibilities, taking care of the family members. How a person can work for his moksha, spiritual progress. So Bhagavan is talking how one should follow his duties. The first stage of grihastha ashrama, if you divide the grihastha ashrama life itself, 3 stages. After marriage, immediately the first stage. In that stage, he need what? First money. That's why when you are giving your daughter to a boy, how much salary he is earning, first you ask. So you need money first. So money, house, all those things he require. And entertainment in between. Children. For all this maintenance, you require money. For all these people to stay, you require house. So these are all basic necessities. If there is a pet also, you have to take care of that pet. Vahanam is there, you require place for that also. So many things you have to take care of. So, Artha Kama Pradhana lifestyle, first stage in Grihastha ashrama. 4 ashramas I have explained before. We are not talking other 4 ashramas. Now here we are talking about a karma yogi who is in grihastha ashrama, not a sannyasi. So Arjuna is a grihastha. Lord Krishna asking Arjuna to become a karma yogi. Say grihastha karma yogi, first artha kama pradhana lifestyle. Shastra permits, okay, go ahead. Then second stage of karma yoga, grihastha ashrama dharma is you withdraw from your responsibilities after some time, after few years. Once the children have grown up, they are going to take care of their life. Happily you can hand over the keys to them. And you can think about your life, upasana, sadhana, japa, meditation, or dharma, social service, nishkama karma. Nishkama karma. Selflessly, you serve the society, the people, without any expectation of any name and fame, because you have already earned that. Now in this second stage of grihastha ashrama, you want only to acquire punyam. Punyam. So therefore, for that punyam sake, you want to start some social work, social service, seva, that you can take up. The temples, you can serve to the temples, you can serve to the educational institutions, you can serve any other social service organizations, any trust. These are all come under second stage of dharma pradhana grihastha life. These are all the healthy way of lifestyle one has to choose. Grihastha. Lifelong you should not work for artha and kama. Grihastha. Then you will fed up and you will get lot of problems. Any person. So one day or other you have to grow out of them, you have to come for dharma. So artha kama pradhana over. At the retirement stage, whatever you are living enough dharma, punyam, you have to acquire. Then the third stage of grihastha ashrama is jnana pradhanam, moksha pradhana lifestyle. Third stage of grihastha ashrama must be moksha pradhana. So now 4 purusharthas covered. First stage la artha kama, second stage la dharma pradhanam, third stage la moksha pradhanam. So all purusharthas, goals of human life, you are taking care of. Then your life will be peaceful. This is the design given by our Shastras. First we have to understand, then we have to implement. If without understanding, without implementing, if I live a life just like that, the person cannot live peacefully, happily. These are all precautions given by Shastra. So therefore, but we are not talking about the Jnani here. Jnani is like traveling in a helicopter. Avarku ellame insignificant da idu ellame. But even when the grihastha ashramanla tindadindu irukka, kashtapattindu irukka. Ivanikani koncham we have to give Shastra, whole Bhagavad Gita talking about the grihastha. Okay, about you only, no? All of you. Now the Lord Krishna is telling how one should do their duties, perform their duties. You have to discard the ego. In Grihastha Ashrama itself, discard the ego. Discarding ego means make your ego insignificant. Don't be too sensitive. Grihastha Ashrama, you can never be a successful person if you have ego. So make your ego thinner and thinner and thinner. Ahankara. Marriage is meant for that only. To make our ego thinner and thinner. Grihastha Ashrama meant for that only. That's why you understand now why many marriages are failing. They are not able to withstand. They are not making ego thinner. It is becoming more thicker. If ego becomes thinner, the family the relation becomes so strong. That is the secret of our Indian family system. That's why the women of that family never fight for these rights and all. தெரியவே தெரியாது, நம்ம கல்ச்சர்ல தெரியாது, அதனால ஹெல்தியா இருந்தாங்க அப்போ. ஓகே, ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஆர் நாட் ஏபிள் டு சப்போஸ், நோ சுவாமினி, ஹவு கேன் ஐ கிவ் அப் ஈகோ? ஐ ஆம் சோ மச் ஹாப்பி வித் மை ஈகோ. ஓகே, வச்சுக்கோ. ஈகோ யூ கீப், but one condition. When you have ego, ahankara, suppose, you have to make your mind strong enough to face favorable and unfavorable situations. I want to nurture my ego, nourish my ego, and favorable alone should come, pleasant only should come. Anna mudiyadu. Both will come, you have to face. That is very important. Any onslaughts you have to withstand. If you are not able to make your ego insignificant, you will get many adidadi. So, person is not stepping down at all. One step could pinnadi pomata. And the ego will be there. No? Then you have to face tug of war. Tough. No? But Lord Krishna says, idella edukappa? Brahmani adhaya karmani. That's thinning, no? Making your ego thinner and thinner. Sarva karmani brahmani adhaya. All actions, karmani, brahmani means saguna, ishtadevata, ishvare, unto the Lord, brahmani. Locative case. Kamya karma or nishkama karma, moksha phalam api. Even that phalam also, brahmani adhaya. Adhaya means samarpanam. Adhaya means nikshipya. Just as the yajamana and the servants are there. Servant everything is doing for whose sake? Yajamana's sake. Like that, I also perform actions for Ishvara is my yajamana. Nan sevakan. I am a servant of God. I do all my actions and results also. Whatever comes, I take it as prasada. Ishwararpanam is samarpanam, adhaya. Mentally, intellectually, I am doing for the Bhagavan's sake. He will take care of. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janaha pariyupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam. I will take care of their yogakshema, Bhagavan said. Saha yaha karoti, the one who acts. Saha, he, yaha, he who. Saha na he, tat shabdaha. Saha taute, tam tautan. Yat shabdaha, yaha means who. He who acts. Karoti. How he performs? Brahmani adhaya, sangam tyaktva, without any attachment. Sangam means attachment. My son, my daughter, my wife. Don't think that, don't take it as granted, no? You are my wife, you have to listen. Like our hands, Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, in the family, people look at their children, her mother, father, husband, wife, like hands. Hands, in the kai, hey, go up, it has to go up. Come down and it has to come down. Parents look at their children like hands. Na chonna, you have to stand up. Chonna ukar na ukar. Husband also thinks like that only. Wife na chonnada pannanoni ani solluva. We have no right to ask like that. That is wrong actually. Ipdi panna nalladhu, ipdi panni paaru ani sollana avladha. Do this way, this is good. I feel. You also try and cholana. Try all that. We have no right to command. We have no right to enforce. Never take it as granted. All family members, the relation, because they are very close to us, and we try to ride upon them. No, this is naturally happens. That's why we get lot of insults also later. Then one day they listen, 2 days they listen, afterwards, our skin will become so thicker. Limitation. That's why every human being has got their own independence, freedom of thinking. So then only the family can be happily, they can coexist, all members. We have to allow their freedom. With dharma should not tie all of them together. Not your command, not your power, not your role I am playing. I am a husband, I am a wife. Never have such ideas in the mind. Shastra says, give respect and take respect and jolly. Then Brahmani adhaya sangam tyaktva. What is the benefit? Na lipyate saha papena na lipyate. See the benefit. If you surrender all your actions to the Lord, then, and you perform the actions without any sangha, without any attachment. Attachment, without attachment means what? No worry and artham. You don't have any worry when you are performing the action. When the result is coming, you have no worry at all. This is called sangam tyaktva. How to know whether I have got attachment to my actions or not? There is a lot of worry inside. That is called sangha. There is a lot of fear, insecurity about my actions and their results. And constantly worrying. This is called attachment towards the actions. That worry. So therefore the worry reduced, tension, anxiety towards my duties when I am performing. After doing, my duty is over, that's all. Let it come, whatever it is going to come. That type of relaxation should be there in the mind. Therefore, I will not flare up on the people. Suppose anything goes wrong, I will not flare up on the people, in the family members, in the office at all. That means frequency of anger will come down. Frequency of fear will come down. Frequency of tension will come down. And the more I become karma yogi, the intensity of that anger, fear, insecurity will come down. Previously I was worrying every second. Now every 1 hour I am sorry. That means intensity, frequency has reduced. Previously I used to get a lot of sweating, lot of muscle contraction, no hunger, no sleep previously. Now I am able to sleep also, problem is there, okay. Intensity has reduced. Previously I used to recover after 1 week, 10 days, sometimes 1 year also. Now I am recovering easily. Fast I am recovering. I am able to forget the people. I am able to forgive the people. I am able to forgive myself also, my mistakes also. So this frequency, intensity, recovery period. This FIR will be taken care of. Then you are a real karma yogi and artham. You are healthiest person and artham. Avladha. Arogyama irukku artham. Healthiest person. Papena na lipyate. He will not touched by, affected by, na sambadhyate ityartha. Na sambadhyate. Will not be affected by papena, by sin. Any unfavorable situations will not disturb him. Will not affected. He will not be affected by those or afflicted by those unfavorable, unpleasant, painful situations. Enakku ஏன் வரணும் எனக்கு அந்த தீர்க்கம் he will not ask like that. That is called that worry, that suffering itself is a papa. That suffering is not an ordinary suffering. You see the pain, the intensity of the pain they undergo inside. This is called samsara. Samsara is nothing but inner pain, too much pain about myself, my people associated to me. That itself is a papa. Papa means, what do you mean by papa? Intense pain in the heart. அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த ஹார்ட் பெயினாக மாறிடும். intense pain about guilt, hurt, insult, all the censure, criticism, whatever I am facing, and I am not getting recognition, appreciation, all these pains, continuously. That suffering itself is a papa. But this person is free from that suffering. He is called free from papa. Anartha. Because Eppa Bhagavan. Nimmadi. Palpitation is normal. Palpitation is one person was telling yesterday, day before yesterday, Swamini, I get simply palpitation. Simply varada palpitation. That person is not able to recognize the cause. How the palpitation will come simply? Nothing will come simply. There is something. That is why human beings, we the human beings are not able to recognize the cause. We have to understand. How he remain in the family? Padma Patram Iva Ambhasa. Ambhasa means in the waters. He will not touched by Ambhasa means Udakena, by waters. Padma Patramiva. How these sins or sufferings will not afflict him? Just as the water will not touch the lotus leaf. Padma Patram. Padma means lotus. Patra means leaf. Ambhasa means by waters. Ambhasa Padma Patram na lipyate. Yatha. Just as the lotus leaf will not be afflicted by or touched by the waters, yatha padmapatram ambhasa na lipyate tatha karmayogi api karmani na lipyante. He will not be afflicted by the karmas. So you do in a leisurely any action. Idella sadhana pannanum. Solradhu easy da. You have to practice. So, how? That is Brahmanyadhaya. He surrendered to God. Unobstructed power supply. If you depend on the people, local current. You know the previous class, one of the class, because of current, no class. Adhe UPS irunda, generator irunda, nama current namakku thaniya irukkum. Adi madri, if you depend on the family members for your peace and happiness, for local people, radio, phone, all these gadgets, our peace also will be in pieces. Therefore, UPS, unobstructed power supply, and Bhagavan. Unobstructed Ananda supply from Bhagavan it will come. It's called mind expansion. Mind has to be expanded. First one, Abhimanam. I am the Asian. I belong to this Asia. Then I belong to India. And the Abhimanam. These are all restrictions. Then comes what? I am a Tamilian. Then what? I am a Brahmin or another caste. And I am an employee, I am a doctor, I am an engineer. I am a father. Then comes, I am a human being. All these are because of what? You are a being. First you are a being. Remove all these things. In the Abhimanam. Jati Abhimana, Mata Abhimanam, Kula Abhimanam, Gotra Abhimanam, Sharira Abhimanam. That's why we are also very, very happy. Our ego also will be bloated up by our property, by our possessions, by our children. Son's gold medal on the Amma, she will bloat it up. My son has got seat in IIT. In the Amma, Kila Nikamada, flying. Like that, our ego is, we are really boosting up. So that anything goes wrong, flat. Because that's why we include Bhagavan everywhere. By God's grace, by God's grace, by God's grace. By my ancestors' grace. Appo enna ego konjam korayum avladha. ப்ராப்ளம் வந்தப்போ பை காட்ஸ் கிரேஸ்ன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டோம். அப்படி என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? மை பூர்வ ஜென்ம கர்மா. சிம்பிளி யூ brush away it. Brush it away. That's all. This is called maturity. மெச்சூரிட்டி வந்தாச்சுன்னா, மெச்சூரிட்டி என்னென்னா பல்லில் போச்சுன்னா அது மெச்சூரிட்டி என்ன, முடியெல்லாம் வெள்ளையாக ஆச்சு மெச்சூரிட்டி வந்தாச்சுன்னா அப்போ யூஸ்லெஸ்னா ஓல்ட் ஏஜில் பீப்புள் ஆல் பிகம் மெச்சூர். ஏன்னா ஹெல்ப்லெஸ் மெச்சூரிட்டி. தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஹெல்ப்லெஸ் மெச்சூரிட்டி. Because I am very old, what can I do now? Okay, you do. This is not maturity. When you are having everything, you have to mature. Next shloka. So therefore, remember all the time the lotus leaf. Think yourself about yourself. Body is not like a lotus leaf, no? Body is also like lotus leaf. That will not go. Mind can be like a lotus leaf. Mind alone can be like lotus leaf. 11th shloka. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindrayairapi yoginah karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva shuddhaye. Why this 10th shloka Bhagavan has given, we should know. Who is not eligible, whoever thinks about himself or herself, I am not fit for self-knowledge, straight away. These practices are given for such an ajnani. A person whoever feels about himself or herself, for such a person, brahmani adhaya sangam tyaktva, all karmani you have to do like that. Straight away you are able to come to jnana yoga, well and good. But அந்த அளவுக்கு மெச்சூரிட்டி இருக்கணுமே. Therefore, for those people, grihasthas, for all people, they can take up artha pradhana, kama pradhana lifestyle, then dharma pradhana, then jnana pradhana. Padipadiya varlam. Okay. Now, in this shloka, Lord Krishna is continuing. Grihastha's topic will continue here also. How to perform the action, how he performs. Kayena manasa buddhya. Sangam tyaktva already he has mentioned. Again he is mentioning here also. Without concern for results. Not result oriented. Naturally, our mind tendency is always thinking about the result. என்ன ஆகுமோ என்ன ஆகுமோ என்ன ஆகுமோ, எப்படி வருமோ எப்படி வருமோ எப்படி வருமோ. மைசூர் பாக் பண்ணும்போது எப்படி வரப்போறதோ எப்படி வரப்போறதோ. Mother also is going to give a birth to a child. How this baby is going to come. All these problems, no worry about that. Result oriented. Any official work you take, any family work you take, any personal studies you take, generally our mind tendency is result oriented. In the process of this result oriented mind, what will happen naturally? What is the disadvantage? We cannot focus our mind on the performance of action. That is the disadvantage. Result oriented irundha and the mind power faculty, the efficiency will be diluted. Enna and the result பத்தி மனசு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருக்கு. So my efficiency 50% is divided for result. While doing action, totally I have to focus my energy mental energy, physical energy, intellectual energy. I have to focus on while performing. But நாம் என்ன பண்றோம்? அந்த ஃபேக்கல்ட்டி, அந்த பவர், இன்டெலெக்சுவல், மென்டல், ஃபிசிக்கல் பவர்னு டைல்யூட் பண்ணி ரிசல்ட்டுக்காக செலவு பண்ணுறோம் நம்ம. Therefore, that's why we are not able to perform our actions up to the mark because of this result orientation. கவலை, சும்மா திங்கிங் பரவாயில்ல, அது என்ன இப்போ எந்த விதமாக இருக்குன்னா கவலை, gone worrying. So therefore, it is a very, very subtle level it happens in the mind. We have to analyze it. We have to analyze. Therefore, Lord Krishna says, Yoginaha, Yoginaha means karma yogis, Yogin shabdaha, Nakarantaha pullingaha, Yogin shabdaha, Yogin, Yoginau, Yoginaha. கரின் சப்தவத். கரி என்ன? இங்கிலீஷ் கரி கிடையாது. எலிஃபெண்ட் இஸ் கால்டு கரி இன் சான்ஸ்கிரிட்ல. கரின், கரின், கரிணவ், கரிணஹா. அது மாதிரி யோகின், யோகினவ், யோகினஹா. நகாராந்த. Yoginaha means karma yogis. How can you take karma yogi here? Why not a Jnana yogi? Why not a Dhyana yogi? Why not a Ashtanga yogi? He is doing Sirshasana every day. Why can't I take yogi and Channavadane? Why you take only karma yogi? Why not Ashtanga yogi? For that Mimamsa Shastra is there. Mimamsa Shastra is meant to give the appropriate exact meaning, contextual meaning. That is called Mimamsa Shastra. Mimamsa means analysis. In 6th chapter, wherever yogi comes, it is called Dhyana yogi. Wherever here this yogi comes, it is called Karma yogi. 5th chapter is Karma yogi. 6th chapter yogi is called Dhyana yogi. So we are talking about the Karma yogi. Yogi means we should not take Dhyana yogi, Ashtanga yogi. We have to take Karma yogi. Karma yogis. Karma kevalaihi karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva. Kevalaihi means selflessly. Kevalaihi selflessly, without any mamakara, mamatva varjitaha. Kevalaihi. How they use? They use kayena, manasa, buddhya. Karma kurvanti, they perform action without any mamakara. That's why Ishvara arpanamastu, Shiva arpanamastu, Rama arpanamastu. Not for my sake, for Ishvara's sake. So without any mamakara, without any selfish motive. This is called nishkama karma, selflessly. Sangam tyaktva, without any concern towards result. Karma kurvanti yoginaha indriyairapi. They use the sense organs also. Kayena means with the physical body. Physical body, they do puja. They do some rituals, they do some festivals, lot of things they perform through physical body. Directly physical body is involved. There also there is no attachment towards the body. This body, physical actions, whatever I am doing, meant for what? Suppose I am doing walking. Physical la, mental la or buddhiya? Physical. Physical body is involved. Why I am doing walking? Even a Gnani also has to do walking. Suppose a Gnani guru eating bhiksha and putting on weight. Suppose blood pressure increases. No, he also or she also has to do walking. So kayena. For what purpose? Not for my body's sake only. There is some purpose for others' sake. Because I should not give problem through this body to family members. Let this body serve to the society, to the other people. So with that intention he take care of the body. புரியுதா? So we have to take care of our body for the sake of society, for the sake of family members. என்னோட உடம்பு தானே எப்படி இருந்தா உனக்கு என்னன்னு கேட்கக்கூடாது இல்லையா? You have to take care of your food, you have to take care of your weight, you have to take care of everything. Physical exercises you have to do. Kayena. Motive is what? To serve others, to serve Ishvara, to serve my family members, selflessly. Kayena. Even puja, archana, abhishekam, when I am doing for the sake of loka kalyanartham. Sudarshana homam, ayush homam, any homam, any parayanam, manasa, mentally also, manasa japa, manasa puja, manasa parayanam. Mentally also you do certain actions for the sake of other members. Buddhya. Manasa, buddhya means intellect, right, proper understanding. Understanding the Gita, word by word meaning properly and implement. Buddhyana. So try to understand, to know the meaning of Bhagavad Gita, what Bhagavad Gita is talking about. Addressing whom? Addressing to what type of problems? வந்தாதானே தெரியும் கிளாஸுக்கு பகவத்கீதா நமக்கு எதுக்கப்பா இப்போ சார் total sheer carelessness, negligence. Do not know how to handle the situations, how to handle the body, how to handle the wife, how to handle the husband, how to handle the children. What do you know now? I don't know anything. That's a pre-certificate. So try to know about yourself, your family members, how to tackle the situations. That's called healthy living in the society. Healthy living. You should not be complacent like that. You should not be negligent. You should not be careless. When I am living in the family, society, to live a happy life, I have to take care of. Therefore, kayena, manasa, buddhya. எனக்கு தெரியலையே அண்ணா, எப்படி தெரியும்? போனாதானே தெரியும், போய் உட்கார்ந்து படித்தாதானே தெரியும். பகவத்கீதை ஒன்று இருக்குன்னே தெரியாது சில பேருக்கு. வீட்டில் எத்தனை வீட்டில் பகவத்கீதை இருக்க சொல்லுங்க. ராமாயணம், Bhagavatam, Bharata, and books, stories, how much intelligence you know you will get if you read those stories, how they faced the situations, with Sukshma Buddhi they handled the situations. Useless weekly stories எல்லாம் படிப்பான், விழுந்து 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 படிப்பான். மிஸ் ஆகாமலே ஒரு சீரியலும் மிஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. வெரி வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட். அதுதான் பீப்புளுக்கு மூலே வளர மாட்டேங்கிறது. தே கேன் நெவர் இம்ப்ரூவ் தேர் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ். அப்படியே வந்துடும். 60 வருஷம் 70 வருஷம் போயிடும், முடிஞ்சு போயிடும். என்ன தெரியும்? சாரி கட்ட தெரியும், எப்படி கட்டணும், பட்டு சாரி, என்ன ஆபரணம் போட்டுக்கணும் தெரியும். இது எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்ச என்ன பிரயோஜனம்னு. இன்னும் சுருக்கமாக சொல்லணும்னா கொஞ்சம் ஷார்ப்பாக அந்த பொங்கல் டேஸுக்கு அந்த அது வரும் இல்லையா, அது என்ன புல் புல், அதுக்கு நல்ல அலங்காரம் பண்ணுவான், ஆபரணம் எல்லாம் போட்டி பகவான். அதுக்கு என்ன சம்பருவா? மாட்டு பொங்கல் டைமில் அந்த டெய்லி டூடு பஸ்வண்ண மாதிரி அவனு வருவான். நல்ல டெக்கரேஷன் பண்ணி அதுக்கு கூட நல்லா சிலங்கெல்லாம் கட்டி டான்ஸ் பண்ணும், அலங்காரம் பண்ணுவான். அதுக்கு நமக்கு என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் சொல்லுங்க? கழுத்தில் எல்லாம் போட்டு செயின்ஸ் செவர நல்லா போட்டுட்டு என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? அதுக்கு தான் ஹியூமன் பீயிங் லைஃப் மென்ட் டு இம்ப்ரூவ் த இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், நாட் ஃபார் வேஷம். அந்த வேஷம் எனிபடி கேன் புட், எனி பீயிங் கேன் புட். தேர்ஃபோர் ரொம்ப டோன்ட் மிஸ்டேக் மீ. அவ்வளோ பீப்புள் தே ஷுட் டெவலப் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ். அதுக்கு கஷ்டப்படணும். உடம்புக்கு, இந்த உடம்புக்கு எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறோம். கொஞ்சம் சாப்பாடுக்காக காலையிலேருந்து நைட் வரைக்கும் எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறோம். இன்டெலிஜென்ஸுக்காக கஷ்டப்பட வேண்டாமா? என்ன பண்ணுவானா, இந்த சீரியல்ஸு, இந்த மேகசைன்ஸு, இந்த ஸ்டோரிஸு எல்லாமே இருக்கிற மூளை இன்னும் கீழே கொண்டு வந்துடும். அவ்வளோதான். இருக்கிறதே கம்மி நமக்கு. நார்மலாக இன்டெலிஜென்ஸே ரொம்ப கம்மி. அது படித்தா என்ன ஆகணும்னா இருக்கிறது கூட போயிடுவோம். அப்படி ஆகக்கூடாது லைஃப். தட்ஸ் வை யங் ஏஜ் ஆன்வர்ட்ஸ் யூ ஹாவ் டு டெவலப் ரீடிங் மெனி இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் திங்ஸ். அது எது படிக்கணும் தெரியணுமே. இதெல்லாம் எங்கேயோ கடந்திருக்கு, அவைலபிலிட்டியே இல்லையா. நமக்கு கண்ணு முன்னாடி தெரியறதெல்லாம் என்னென்னா, இஃப் யூ கோ ஃப்ரம் திஸ் ரோட் டு தட் ரோட், குமுதம் தான் கண்ணில் படும். துக்லக்கு ஏற்கனவே இவனே துக்லக்கு, அதுக்கு எதுக்கு நமக்கு துக்லக்குன்னா? 1 or 2 ஆர்டிகிள்ஸ் நல்லா இருக்கலாம், ஆனால் இதுதான் நம்ம கண்ணில் படுறதே தவிர பகவத்கீதை ராமாயணம் பாரதம் கண்ணில் படுறதா? எங்கேயோ பார்ப்போம், ஷெல்ஃபில் எங்கேயோ வச்சிருப்போம் உள்ள, அது தெரியாது. காயேன மனசா, அதுதான் புத்தியா. ஏன் சொல்ல வர என்ன இதெல்லாம்? புத்தியா, புத்தி வெரி வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். புத்தியா இந்திரியைஹி அண்ட் சென்ஸ் ஆர்கான் ஆல்சோ. So what are all involved here? Physical body is involved, mind is involved, intellect is involved, sense organs involved. So sense organs are the performers really. Mind is cooperating, intellect is deciding. See the integration, how it will come. Without sense organs you cannot do any action. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Shrotrendriyam, Chakshurendriyam, Rasanendriyam, Ghanendriyam you are using. When they are performing, the sense organs performing the action, who is there behind? Mind is there. So mind cooperation is there behind the sense organs. And behind the mind, who should be there? Buddhi irukano. So Buddhi is the decider, deciding factor. So the Buddhi deciding factor must be properly educated. Who is the master? This is called mastery. Yoginahana means what? Master's degree. In bachelor I விட்டுட்டு கிரகஸ்தன் ஆயிட்டான். பேச்சுலர்ஹுட் விட்டுட்டு கிரகஸ்தன் ஆயிட்டான். டு பிகம் ஏ மாஸ்டர், கெட் மாஸ்டர் டிகிரி. அப்புறம் மாஸ்டரே ஆகலை. கல்யாணம் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் பேச்சுலர்ஹுட் விட்டுட்டான். ஸோ மாஸ்டர் ஆகணும் இல்லையோ? எம்ஏ வேண்டாமோ? மாஸ்டர் ஆஃப் ஆர்ட்ஸ் நத்திங். அதே போச்சு, இதே போச்சு, ரெண்டும் போச்சுன்னா என்ன? கல்யாணம் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் அப்படி இருக்கும். தட்ஸ் வை யூ ஆர் ரிக்வயர்ட் மச் மோர் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் டு கெட் மேரிட். To get married, mastery on one's own sense organs, body, mind, intellect are very very important. ஒன்றும் தெரியாத கல்யாணம் பண்ணி வைக்கிறான். எப்படி ஹேண்டில் பண்ணுறதுன்னே தெரியாது. எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்படுறா பாருங்க. ஏதோ குழந்தை பிறந்துட்டீங்க, என்ன பண்ணுறது முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லி அப்படியே வெடிக்கிறான் சம்சாரத்தில். It's a beautiful marriage life is a beautiful, wonderful, if I understand properly how to face it. So therefore buddhya indriyaihi. Now indriyam, manasu, buddhi ellame body involved. Idukella integration venum. That's called alignment. That is called a person, whoever is having integration or alignment in all these is called yogi. Yoginaha, such karma yogis, wise people. Wise people means not jnanis, mature people another. Why they perform? How they perform? Sangam tyaktva atma shuddhaye karma kurvanti. Without any attachment, they perform actions for the purification of the mind. Atma shuddhi means what? Antahkarana shuddhi. Shuddhi means purification. Atma means mind or antakaranam, internal purity. Every day வாரத்துக்கு ஒரு சோப்பு காலி ஆயின்னு இருக்க, பவுடர் டப்பா காலி ஆயின்னு இருக்க, பர்ஃப்யூம்ஸ் எல்லாம் காலி ஆயின்னு இருக்க வெளியில தேகத்துக்காக. உள்ள மனசு சுத்தம், வாக் சுத்தி, மனசு சுத்தி ஒன்றுமே அதுக்காக ஒரு பூஜா, ஜபம், தியானம், பகவான் ஆர் சத் சங்கம், சத்கிரந்த பட்டனம், எவ்ரிடே ஒரு பாராயணம், மனசு எப்படி வச்சுக்கிறது என்ன. ஸோ திஸ் கர்ம யோகிஸ் தே டூ செல்ஃப்லெஸ் சர்வீஸ். இவ்வளோ நேரம் பண்ணுறோம், எனக்கு என்ன வருது என்ன கேட்க மாட்டேன். ஏய் வை யூ ஆர் டூயிங் ஆல் திஸ் சர்வீஸ்ன்னு. கார்பெட் பண்ணுறது, கார்பெட் ஃபோல்ட் பண்ணுறது எல்லாமே சர்வீஸ் தானே. வாட் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு கெட்னு, வாட் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு கெட்? ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் எனி திங், அதுதான் சொல்லணும். வாட் யூ கெட்? ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் எனி திங், ஐ வாண்ட் டு டூ திஸ், ஐ டூ திஸ், தட்ஸ் ஆல். பட் விசிபிள் பலம் கிடையாது இங்கே. when I do dhanam, when I give something to others, there is no visible phalam. Visible phalam is only losing. When I do dhanam, when I help others, serve others, what is happening? I am losing my energy, I am losing my money. But whereas you are doing service, selfless service, visible phalam, you cannot see anything. But Shastra says you get Atma Shuddhi, mental purity you get. That's why weekly once at least to do selfless service. இது பண்ண எனக்கு என்ன வரும்? ரெக்கக்னிஷன் வேணும். நேம் ஃபேமுக்காக பண்ணினா கூட போச்சு, அவ்வளோதான். பட் ஆத்மசுத்தி தெரியலையே சுவாமினி அண்ணா. பகவான் சொல்லிட்டார் இல்லையோ, ஆத்மசுத்திக்காக கர்ம குர்வந்தி சங்கம் தியக்வா. அது அட்டாச்மெண்ட் இருக்கக்கூடாது. நான் தான் பண்ணுறேன், இது நானே பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன், எப்போ நானே பண்ணணுமா, இது ஒரு அட்டாச்மெண்ட்டு. அது நமக்கு பண்ணவே மாட்டோம். ஃபஸ்ட்டு பண்ண என்ன ஆகும்னா அது மேலே அட்டாச்மெண்ட் வந்துடும். அட்டாச்மெண்ட் வந்தவுடன் என்ன ஆகிடும்? பாப்பம். ஒன்ஸ் யூ டூ வித் அட்டாச்மெண்ட் யூ வில் கெட் பாப்பா. வித்தவுட் அட்டாச்மெண்ட்னா யூ வில் கெட் சித்தசுத்தி. How difficult. So to perform itself is a difficult task. And while performing without attachment பண்ணணுமா, சங்கம் தியக்வா, without expecting anything. இதெல்லாம் முடிகிற காரியமா சுவாமினி? வேண்டாம் சுவாமினி, எனக்கு எதுக்கு என்ன. டஃபஸ்ட் டாஸ்க். வாட் ஃபார்னா? அரே இந்த சித்தசுத்தி வந்தாதான் ஞான யோக்கியத்தை வரும், ஞான யோக்கியத்தை வந்தாதான் குரு பிராப்தி, குரு பிராப்தி வந்தாதான் சாஸ்திர பிராப்தி, then only ஞான பிராப்தி, மோட்ச பிராப்தி. ஸோ வாட்டன அப்போதான் அமைதி, நிம்மதி உங்கள் சாய்ஸ். எங்கே நிம்மதி, எங்கே சிதி? வேர் இஸ் திஸ் அந்தக்கரண சுத்தி கர்மயோகா, வேர் இஸ் தட் மோக்ஷன்? ஆமாம், எம்ஃபில் படிக்கிறதுக்காக எல்கேஜி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணல, அது மாதிரி. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லோக். யுக்தः கர்ம ஃபலம் த்யக்த்வா शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम् अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते. Very important shlokas. Ishwararpanam karmani na mama phalaya. All actions are not for my sake, these are all for Bhagavan's sake. Mentally you feel like that. Now Lord Krishna giving the contrast between karmi and karma yogi. First line is about karma yogi, second line is about karmi. Without any nishkama buddhi, serving nature, without that, suppose I perform with the expectation of result all the time, what will happen? Then you are a karmi, you are not a karma yogi. If you have that tendency of doing service to the people without name, without fame, expectation of anything, without any result orientation in your mind, for the Atma Shuddhi sake, if you do mental purity sake, without any ego, ahankara, shantim apnoti. Phalam. Karma yogi yuktaha. Yuktaha means a grihastha karma yogi who has proper attitude. Idam namama, idam namama ani sollanum. That's why when he is doing panigrahanam also, idam namama, I am the trustee for her. She is Sakshat Lakshmi Devi. The girl, when he is holding the hand, he should not ride on her, no? He has to look at her as Sakshat Lakshmi Devi. Bhagavat Prasadam. Putra also Bhagavat Prasadam. Putri also Bhagavat Prasadam. Griham is also Bhagavat Prasadam. Everything Bhagavat Prasadam. Idam namama. Ma. It is not mine. I am the trustee of my house. I am trustee of my wife. I am take care of this woman. I am take care of my children. More in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.